Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Restomo Daisy with another in-process review on the wide-body Daisy that we're going to convert into a Parlor Plinker. What you're looking at now is a tank full of some product called Evapo-Rust. And Evapo-Rust is rusty. Not really, it's just a liquid that takes rust off metal. Now what I did with the Model 25, I'm going to snatch it out of the tank real quick, is we have immersed it in this stuff for about 24 hours. I did one tank run already, but the original Evapo-Rust I was using is probably shot. So I went and got some more.
Oh, God, this stuff stinks.
Oh yeah, it smells bad. But it pulls rust. I want to try to show you that without getting too much drippage. My real concern with this gun was how much rust was on the inside. I probably should have done it before and after. You can see it. Well, try not to puke. It takes paint off pretty well, you know, after it has a chance to work on it. But it sure kills the rust. And I'd like you to look down in there if you can see anything. It will have to be buffed again on the or wire wheeled again before we do fire blue to it. But it's really good about getting rust and paint out of corners that you can't access with a traditional wire wheel. And I don't know why, but the steel has a different tone to it after a fire bluing process once you've done this. Here's a hand tool we had. That was, oh man, that really does look good.
That really came out nice.
Jeez Louise.
Considering what it looked like before.
Yeah, it was the epitome of a rust bucket. Let's stick it back in there. So anyway, Evapo-Rust. I don't know if you've tried it on your Daisy restorations, but if you don't have a wire wheel, you can buy a gallon of this junk for 30 bucks. And we're not doing product endorsements. We're just saying the name. You know, there's only one of them. Anyway, pulls the rust out of spots where it's hard to get to wheels with. Leaves a nice overall look to the steel. And really takes fire blue well after you get this. Oh, here's another little thing. This was the $4.99 trigger. And it was pretty wretched. I should have done it before or after, but I didn't. I wanted to point out to the viewership that this is a later model 499 that has the coil spring instead of the notoriously easy to break leaf spring. So this gun has actually a pretty good trigger. I mean, you've got some take up you can feel. You get to the sear and click, off she goes. Real joy to shoot. Wish the blade was longer. Might put a blade shoe on it. I don't know. The Parlor Plinker is a personal project, so I'll do what I wish, as I wish when I get done to it. Now, speaking about the Parlor Plinker, let me grab a hand towel real quick and get the Evapo-Rust off my mitts. We have decided to go with this stock set. This is a stock set I built for another wide body, but I was not really happy with the amount of curl the wood had. I didn't feel it was adequate for what the customer had requested. But I feel it will be more than adequate for a Parlor Plinker that's going to stay here in the Restomo Bermuda with me. So we've got it's a fat bob, but it's a fat bob without a cheek rest. And we put a full-length forearm on it so that we can repin it and secure it to the receiver once we get to that point in time. And we're also dicking around with yet another modification of the Mighty SSB. Prior to breaking this gun down to get the steel refinished, I probably ran around 500 rounds through it with the new improved revised SSB and the new improved lever that I built for the gun, if I can find it. Here it is, the paddle lever. Now, the Model 20, Model 99 and the cutaway gun are both high pivot guns, or high pivot lever guns. But this lever nose configuration does not engage in the Model 25 receiver until you clear off the stock. Oh, about 2 inches, you know, which is not what I want it to do. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on the lever itself and see if we can fabricate something else. And it may involve actually making a Model 25 or Model 99 cutaway, which would break my heart, but I do have a couple of junk receivers that I could use for that, because I don't see how I can, in the small frame, be directly on the back of the plunger plate, but in the wide bodies, I'm 2 inches off. or 2 inches of swing off, which was one of the objectives, was to eliminate the amount of lever swing one had to use with your smoothly functioning parlor gun to get it to be a parlor gun. Anyway, that's where we're at on the project so far. Probably going to do a new lever, probably going to do a cutaway on a 99 to see how the lever actually functions. And of course, we'll get this out of the tank and get it fire blued, dolled up, dressed up, and reassembled and ready to run some tests on possibly a revised SSB once again, and certainly a revised lever. That's all we've got for you today, kids. This is Shane Bruce with Restomo Daisy signing off.